Hi, my name is Melanie.
Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Tiffany.
Hi. Are you comfortable?
Yeah, I'm good, thank
That's
you.
good. That's good. So this first meeting of ours is more like just an intake. We're just gonna get to know, a little bit about you today, and
Okay.
we can see any starting points that we maybe want to build on further, and continuing sessions and stuff like that.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah, so I know that when you had initially made the appointment and we were
Uh-huh.
talking about different things in your life that really, amp you up or
Yeah.
get you stressed was your job.
Yes.
If you want, we can, go a little bit into that today.
Okay, yeah, so I'm a daycare teacher. I've been working there for almost 2 years now, and as much as I love it, I love the kids, I love the atmosphere, I love, my coworkers. Something that I find rather, difficult, I find, like a difficult time with, is working with one of my bosses. I have two. And the one in particular, we already had, a past, when I first started working there, it was a bit of a little, I don't want to say, an argument or anything, but, just a little weird interaction when I first started working there. For example, I needed help with one of my references. And I went to go to her, and I already sensed some tension when I was walking into the office. So, I felt like a little weird. I kind of like, I don't want to say have my guard up, but, I felt that tension. So I'm like, okay, So I noted it, and I went in there and I was like, hi, I need help with one of my references. If you could just help me out with that, because I'm not very tech savvy sometimes. So she was like, yeah, like, like, what is it? So I kind of showed her, and she glanced over and she's like, oh, like, is this all you need to do is this, just like figure it out, and just kind of like, shooed me away. So I'm like, oh, okay, like, so I didn't want to, keep stepping on her toes, I felt like, so I was like, okay. So I kind of took my laptop, went into like one of the other rooms, and I was trying to figure it out, and I still couldn't. So, I talked to one of my coworkers, and it was, she tried her best. She didn't really know exactly what my boss wanted me to do, as I didn't know either, because she wasn't very clear when she communicated what she wanted exactly. So, I felt really nervous and anxious going back into the office to go ask her. So I kind of tried to figure it out by myself for a couple minutes. And when I went back in there, I felt like her face kind of completely like shifted, like her whole, like her energy and everything. So when I went in there again, I was like, I'm so sorry to bother you again. I just really don't understand, what exactly you need. So I feel like, I don't know, maybe something triggered her that day, maybe she's having a bad day, but she just kind of like came at me, was very intense with her words, and it didn't make me feel good. So when I was walking out of there, I just kind of broke down, as this was my first week working there, and she kind of made a rude remark to me. So I was like, oh my goodness, so the first thing I did was like, I put the laptop down and I ran into like this decompressing room that we have at my job. And I just sat there, I kind of called my mom, and I just like cried to her, and I explained to her everything that happened. And she's very supportive, as she knows, I have like bad anxiety. So she just kind of calmed me down, just like, just relax, like, you're okay. Maybe you should ask the other boss instead of going to, that boss that, so yeah.
So, and I think that's all just the way you handled it was really good. The decompressing room, just, looking for your mom as an outlet to speak to, those things are really important. And it's hard, when we're put in situations where we're just filled with anxiety and stress, and,
Yeah.
it can become so, frustrating, and we can get flustered, and we don't really know how to handle it sometimes. But I think, the steps that you took were really good,
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, as long as we're able to learn how to control ourselves and our reactions, we will have a better handle on, situations around us that we can't control,
Yeah.
So I think that, the steps that you took are really amazing, and, going forward, you can probably, try to talk about other steps that you can probably work on, and just in general, and then you see if you like any of them and use them, like maybe breathing techniques, stuff like that, anything else that can help you, because I can imagine, having a boss that's like that can be very difficult.
Yeah, it gets nerve-wracking at times because, you know, you don't want to feel like you're walking on eggshells, you know, especially at your workplace and, you know, talking to your boss, so.
Yeah, so I think moving forward, you know, those are things that, you know, we can work on for next time and stuff like that. You know, and I think that this was, you know, a really good starting place, you know, getting to know you a little bit. And, so I think next time moving forward, you know, we have other things to start building on.
Oh, thank you. Yes, I agree. Yeah.